he went on with Washington Post, and he did this little interview in which he totally slams Tucker. And he, by the way, slams Trump, and he slams anyone who doesn't want to be all in terms of NATO, et cetera, right now. Anybody who's questioning it, right? You're not going to be in Paul Ryan's favor right about now. Watch.
What worries me more, and not just Tucker, that's a symptom of all this, is that they're curating sympathy in America. And they're helping nurture and develop an isolationist wing in my party and in our country, which I think is very, very dangerous. They're developing, people who want to see NATO reduced or NATO not adhered to. Obviously, former President Trump is pushing this line as well. So what I very much worry about is they're helping curate a line of thought, a school of thought that is isolationist, that is pro-Putin, pro-Russia, pro-tyranny at the end of the day. And that is extremely dangerous for all democracy, but for us as ourselves, democracy. And so what I see Tucker is just one little chapter in that story. I didn't watch that whole interview. I watched a little bit of it, but it just looked like a kind of an infomercial for Putin to be able to push his propaganda.
Even if it was, let's go with you for a second, Paul, who, by the way, is not a journalist. Don't you want to hear the propaganda? I mean, we got our own propaganda. You've got your propaganda. It's actually worth understanding where everybody's coming from, what they're actually spinning, using whatever you know to be true, and to try and get to the bottom of it. I mean, any decent journalist would tell you that. Any decent journalist. But, they're all freaking out because guess what? Somebody else got the interview, not them. He went on to complain just a little bit more. And the reporter pointed out, you're on the board.
You're still on the board of Fox, correct?
Yes.
And do you feel as if Fox could do a better job of promoting some of the values that you're talking about?
We do quite a bit. I mean, obviously, as you know, Tucker no longer works at Fox, and he was let go.
He's getting that out there again.
Details of that, other than what Fox they have. There's opinion, and then there's news, and news reports all of these aspects. And there are people with opinions that give their opinions. And look, I am in the minority in my party right now. I'm not in the establishment. I'm frankly an anti-establishment Republican. And I think you can safely argue, I don't enjoy acknowledging this, that Trump is the establishment and Trump populism is the establishment. And that Trump populism is this more isolationist strain that I think is wrong and dangerous, and I don't support. But that does represent a large swath of Republican voters. And so you will see opinions representing that majority, that establishment, that current present day establishment.
You're still on the board of Fox, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
He is still on the board of Fox. And he got a couple dings in it, Tucker. And I just have a feeling, I haven't talked to Tucker about this, but I just have a feeling that he might have some of these choice words to say for little Paul Ryan. I mean, I don't want to put words in his mouth,